This channel is for educational purposes only. All videos, presentations and writing are only for educational purposes and are not intended as investment advice. You can implement this while trading at your own risk. If you would like to learn and follow our videos, please subscribe.
Good day, everyone. I'm Victor from Naija TradeWise. Hope you're all having a great weekend. Now, as we go into the new week, we have our market selection for the coming week. But before we go into that, I just want to tell you, if you're looking for money management or you're looking for where you can trade your funds, you just drop over to Naija TradeWise. Click on Start Today. That's one option. Open an account or trade with us. Open a trading account. As you can see, plus we also have the 100% deposit bonus as an incentive for our new members. Okay, so with that out of the way, let's go to our market selection for this week. So for this week, what do we have? We have 6 currency pairs. Unfortunately for this week, we are going to be, I will not call it unfortunately, apologies. This week, we're going to be dealing with just currency pairs because that's what we have been able to find for the coming week. Now, our first pair we're going to be analyzing and suggesting for everyone will be the USD Swiss franc. Now, we have seen that from our own analysis and from the moving average we can see here, this pair has pulled, the bears, of course, did try to force it down, but we can see that the bulls came in and pushed it back up. So in the coming new week, we will be buyers, and our entry point will be taking it from the 4-hour chart. So our entry point, we will take it from about 92.655. That will be our entry points. And with a take profit of we can say 0.94.7 as our take profit. That's for the USD Swiss franc. Our next pair will be analyzing will be the Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar. Now, of course, like we had mentioned previously, we will be taking our entry points for all of our trades this week. We will use the 4-hour as our entry point for the trades. So, as we have also observed here, the bears, of course, the sellers tried to force it down, but we can see the buyers came in and pushed it. So what we will be doing is coming to the 4-hour chart, looking for a point of entry, and we'll be buyers at 1.08366. So we believe that the Australian dollar will continue gaining strength. I'd say we take profit of about 1.09483. That will be where we'll be taking our profit for that pair. Our next pair we'll be looking at is the Canadian dollar Swiss franc, which we will be buyers, of course. So we have seen there was a push by the bears, but the bulls ultimately came on and took control of the market. So like I had mentioned, we will be taking our entry. Let's say we can be buyers at 0.73896, or you just call it 900, 0.73900, and we will be taking profit at about 0.75232. Of course, in all these trades, you need to apply proper money management. You know what you're looking for. Some people will decide to risk 5%, some 10%, some even 20%. It all depends on what money management technique you are making use of for your trades. Now, our next pair we'll be looking at is the Euro Swiss franc. Now, of course, also the Euro sellers came in, forced it down, but the buyers came in and pushed it, so it closed a bit higher. So we will, like I mentioned, go to the 4-hour entry points. We can take our entry at about here, or here, whichever one suits you. So here will be 1.1122 or 1.10197 for an entry point for the Euro Swiss franc. Then our next pair is the Great British Pound, Australian dollar. Now, looking at this pair, what are we going to be doing? If we look at this pair, are we going to be buyers or sellers? Now, if you notice that most of the pairs we have been analyzing, we have been looking at and suggesting that they will be going up, so we will be buyers. Now, in this particular pair, we are going to be sellers because we are looking at it that quite all right, yes, the bulls seem to be in control for quite some time. They have been going up and up and up and up, but we see that, okay, on this time, this particular time, the bears seem to want to take over this because we see that, okay, the bears pushed it down, and the bulls came in, pushed it. But we believe that this pair will not go up, in that, firstly, the moving average is indicating to us that, okay, quite all right, it's been going up. And looking at this now, okay, so let me just explain this a bit better. This goes up, comes down, goes up, comes down, goes up. Now, some people may not know why we use the exponential moving average or the moving average or any of these lines that cross this. This enables us that, okay, once the red line or whichever color you decide to put on your pair crosses the candlestick, of course, you can either use the candlestick or you can use this. Now, it enables you to decide, okay, look, what am I going to do? Am I going to be a buyer or a seller? Now, at this point, I believe that I'll be a seller here, not a buyer, because I think this candle closed, of course, below it, and perhaps we might come in, okay, the next day, okay, let's do this, we can do it. But the candle will probably push and maybe come here. But we will be sellers at around here. So once this candle closes, this one has closed bearish, of course. We don't expect it to go up, but even if it goes up, it will probably get here, and there'll be a pullback. So on this pair, we will be sellers. This is the only pair that we will be selling this week, because we believe that the Australian dollar will gain some strength against the British pound. Now, our last but not the least will be the British pound, Swiss franc. Now, let's look at this pair. Okay, so for this pair, we had to come to the weekly chart, because we noticed that, okay, it's been going up, but on the daily chart, it looks like it's going down. Yes, actually, it is going down. So we say, okay, look, the weekly chart indicates that it's going to go up. The daily chart says it's going to go down. We will be buyers because, as we have seen again, the bears came, tried to force this down, but the bulls came, the buyers came, pushed it up. So like I had mentioned earlier, we will be buyers using the 4-hour entry. So we will be buying the British pound, Swiss franc at about 1.27330. Now, let me go back to this pair again. So I'll show you the same way I did for this. Now look at this, is the weekly chart. You see, it has been going up steadily, but of course there was a pushback down. Now looking at the daily chart, of course, it went up and closed. The bears, of course, pushed it down. So we believe that this will be selling in the new week. But of course, we know that the bulls will do their best to push it up, but we are going to be sellers on this pair. So I don't know if you have any questions. If you have any, please just leave them in the description below. Now, I will also mention that we work with BKFX. It's registered and regulated in South Africa with the FSCA. If you visit bkfx.io, you scroll down to the end of the website, which we can actually do now. So if we come to Naija TradeWise, and of course you just come here, you see we discuss about a brokerage license, but our broker partner. So you click on broker partner, we wait for it, right? bkfx.io. So like I mentioned, this is our broker partner, BKFX. They are registered and regulated. You just scroll down in South Africa. Now they have different account types, as you can see, but you want to know more about them, you just simply click on bkfx.io. So we come to the end. Regulation is here because like we know, if you are dealing with a broker, they should be registered and regulated. Of course, you see some negative comments about brokers online. We are not saying BKFX doesn't have any, but no matter what negative comments or what positive comments you see about a broker, always come down to the bottom of the page and check, are they regulated? If yes, they always put it at the bottom of this page. So that will enable you know that should, in case anything happens to the broker, you have somewhere to go after. You have some place to go to seek help and assistance in securing your funds. Well, but for us at Naija TradeWise, we have a fidelity guarantee bond, of course, with ICO insurance. So not only that are we is BKFX covered by the FSCA in terms of regulation, we also on our part have taken an extra measure just to protect you, our clients, making sure your funds are secure. So with that out of the way, I'll be saying thank you very much, and you guys have a great week. Once again, I'm Victor from Naija TradeWise. Goodbye.